What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Justin here for another video on this very hot day. Now, if you happen to see the title before you clicked on this video, then you probably know what it's going to be about. Today, we are installing coilovers on Jamar's TL. So, it should be a pretty straightforward process, although in order to do the rear ones, you have to take out the rear seats and all that type of shit. So, it's gonna be a bit of a bitch, but the front should be pretty easy, and the rears, just the only difficult part is taking the seat out. Other than that, everything else is pretty straightforward. So right now, I'm about to go to Wawa to go meet up with Jamar, probably leave my car there, and then we're gonna head somewhere that's not as hot because it's like 6,000 degrees outside. We're gonna head somewhere in the shade to go do those coilovers on his car. So, let's get to it. Tell me that's not pretty cool. So where you plan on doing this up?
I just asked Angel if I could do it over there.
And the garage. So pretty much these are it. They're function and form type 2s. Ones. I knew that. I just wanted to see if you knew what you was talking about. They were like $5.73, and it's supposed to give you at least a 1-inch drop maximum. Okay. So hopefully we can get this from like here to like there. But
hold this way. Oh, that's why it's so stiff.
Yeah, because it's not loose on that one.
These could go into airbags.
Brother?
Yeah, I take all this off and screw the airbag system on.
Oh, that's cool. So that multi-purpose. So yeah, like I said, for the rears, we've got to remove the seat. Well, we got to remove the rear seat. Did you ever look at how hard it was to? Is it just those bolts behind the headrest thing, or?
And the bottom.
Yeah. So the way they designed this stupid car is you have to remove this and this in order to access the strut tower, which, unlike any other Honda, you can't. Well, I'm pretty sure if you took this out, you could probably see it, but I don't know if you could get to it. So pretty much, according to the video, we got to take this out and this out in order to get to the rear. So we're gonna start off with the rear because that's gonna be the hardest. So I may as well knock that shit out. And the front should be pretty straightforward. Honestly, the rear seems like it's pretty straightforward, other than the fact you got to take out the seats. So once the seats is out, it should just be like any other car. But before we do anything, before we even attempt to do it, we've got to read this instruction manual because it's cool that it came with this though. Even though no one's gonna. Oh, it's not even an instruction manual. It's just a. Oh, you ought to get your car in here. Sorry. It's a pretty cool little book. Let's look at the specs. There's my car. Should I get some function and forms? Let me know. Got my car just chilling over here. Still need to swap my alternator. Probably won't even do that anytime soon. Because as long as the bitch still turns on, I don't even care. But the battery light is just annoying the hell out of me.
Yo, I had sent you a text on Instagram, but you probably weren't looking at your phone. I was asking, I was saying I was gonna ask if I could do it over there if you're not busy today, if you didn't mind.
I'm going over to help Ben with his move.
Oh, oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm getting ready to head over there in about 5 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Alright, so we're about to load this shit up. Help Angel do move something real quick. And then head to his house and put this shit on. And hopefully this doesn't take all day. Because we don't have all day. We got a TL to load. They got the seats out. I've just been standing around like a chotch. explain to me what you're doing.
So, the end link is spinning inside here. I'm putting a screwdriver in between the end link and the bracket. Put pressure between it.
So it
Keep it
doesn't.
from spinning and then taking the head off. It's coming off slowly but surely though.
So what all you have to take off? It's just the end link got to come off to
End link
drop
here,
it?
and there's a nut right up under here. So this will swing out and then this should drop down and take the bolts off. And come back.
I was thinking we was going to have to mess with all the A through Z arms underneath this shit. Cool.
He called my stuff bigger.
If I pull that,
Exactly.
if I put that coilover in as it is right now, I'm gonna be 6.5 inches lower. Them bitches are short as I'm talking about. That's already 6 inches lower off the bat.
Off their dickhead.
So which means this shit gotta come down 3 inches exact, so it could be 3.5 inches lower. So when the spring settles, it'll be another half inch, it'll be 4 inches, it'll be tucking how I want it.
Well, the first one is in. And only 3 more to go.
Put the stock shit back on.
I may as well put the stock ones back on.
Give him the light like
I know this video has literally been like all over the place, but that's because we've been all over the place chilling with that thing right there. Then we were doing some other stuff earlier. Like I said, we was helping a friend Ben move some stuff from one of his houses to another house. So just getting tied up with that shit, and then starting this shit like late. We should have started this at like 2 o'clock, and we didn't end up getting started until like 7 something. Because it was still daylight, so yeah, like 7 something. So like shit has just literally been like all over the place, and it's ridiculous. But I'm really not even doing anything. I'm not even gonna lie. They're doing that. They're finishing up with the rear. Then the front should literally be a piece of cake, and we're gonna see how low this bitch really is. I'm just excited to see how they ride. I really want to see how they ride like. Yeah. I'll probably just start this video back up when the fronts are done, because there's a decent amount of videos on the internet of, well, there should be a decent amount of videos on the internet of how to install stuff on this car. This channel's not a how-to channel anyways, because I'm gonna be honest, I barely know how to do shit my goddamn self, so yeah, I'll probably just start back recording when I get when the front is done. And, like, the car's on the ground, ready to roll, because yeah, it's just too much.
3 weeks later.
He's currently working on the very last one after about 6 hours. Taking it, that's a good way to do it. Taking the fender lining out, because if not, it's gonna rub like a motherfucker. Oh, it's attached on something else. It's been a long day here at the Panda Garage. Ain't that right, Angel?
yo, come on.
Finally done at the Panda Garage. Well, he's about to do some last minute fender pulling, and then we gotta clean up all that stuff over there. And then we can see how this shit rides.
Tell me, it's gonna be loud and bouncy as shit. Larry already warned me of that shit. It's gonna knock like a bitch.
Wow, that's too much.
Fuck about here tonight. This is not the night for this shit.
They ride better than stock suspension. Other than the fucking noise, these shits feel good as a motherfucker.
I gotta remember that oil pan is on the right. Whatever I do over something big has to be to the right. So I'm not used to riding low in this bitch, man. It's gonna take about a month.
Let's see what the TL looking like. Shit.
inside.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking beautiful.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it looks way better. So much better. This shit just made me want one of these even more.
Tell me how to feel. Let me show you something that's real, huh? 2 or 3 young niggas killed, huh? Hopped out, they took my lil'. I mean, really, let me tell you how it feels. You said it was a shooter, got shot down. Gotta keep a ooze on the block now. Keep a bad memory when the cops round. Live life, stone cold, he on the rocks now. He tried to move away. That was a cool mistake. I'm not in